What's up, fellas? Good morning. Beautiful Wednesday morning. Well, it's not really beautiful, and I am excited to be here, as I always am, but a little delusional, I gotta say. I'm coming in a little bit of a wild one last night on Stool After Dark, but luckily, we've got our Stella Blue coffee. We're gonna slug that. We're gonna wake up. We're gonna get our freaking minds right. We're gonna go be great today. I'm Barstool Mintzy. This is Wake Up Mintzy. If we've never needed them to wake up fiery energy, it's after getting an hour of sleep after just a bananas Stool After Dark stream last night with Tate and Eddie, joined by Tyler Moody from Louisiana. He's holding down the fort, doing the damn thing like he always does. Good morning, Moody. How are you?
Yo, what's up, brother? I'm doing a little bit better than you're doing this morning. There's no doubt about that. I'm tired myself, but you still got way less sleep than I did.
Yeah, man. So, a lot to unpack from Stool After Dark last night. The Fat Man Challenge, Moody. One of the wildest ones I've ever been part of. Crazy. Tate, Eddie, myself. 3 of the Barstool heavyweights, if there ever were any. But, so Tate and Lucas approached me last week about doing the Fat Man Challenge. They said they were doing it as a play off the Iron Man. We started at 8 p.m. We had 7 hours and 12 minutes. So I guess it started at like 8:20. We had till 3:33 this morning. We had to eat 112 Buffalo Wild Wings chicken wings, drink 2.3 gallons of Pepsi, and 26 orders of medium fries from McDonald's. Quite the challenge. And I admire Tate's resilience, but ultimately very, very daunting. Had a great turn on the stream. Shout out Danny Conrad, who was the judge. He dressed up. He judged all the wings. He was really, really funny on it. Loved his attitude. Luke Hazy's got like a devious mind on it who runs the streams. The chat was up all night, dude. It was crazy. We had like 8,000 people at 1:30 in the morning watching this thing. But, man, there's a lot to get to here, Moody. I got to say, I know I'm a bigger guy, and I admit that. I'm not the thinnest guy. I'm trying to get thinner, but we're always there. The eating contest challenge thing, man, those guys are warriors in the world, Moody. Mm-hmm. Warriors. I'm telling you, because I came out, okay, what would you do when you think about the strategy of this? You know, you're thinking, okay, the wings are what you would think are the bulk of it, but if you came out and just ate wings, then you're going to look up and have 8 orders of fries after you're full. And the fries are the biggest bear, and then you've got to drink 9 Pepsi Zeros. I hadn't drank a soft drink in like 5 years. But luckily, our sponsors at Pepsi Zero was delicious. So I came out, and I thought the strategy, and Eddie and I, we're thinking about strategy, you had to eat some fries with the wings at the beginning. Because think about it, Moody. I think the biggest mistake you could make if you eat all the wings and then you're stuffed and then you got freaking 8 medium orders of fries. What are you going to do? So I came out. I was like, okay. So a couple of stipulations with the stream. My dumb ass, which ended up being very wrong, was like, okay, I'm trying to do a little health. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be healthy when you're drinking a bunch of Pepsi. Well, Pepsi Zero is not bad. So I get sweet potato fries instead of regular fries. Moody, they come hosed in honey and cinnamon. Just like sticky, like couldn't be like worse for you, like definitely worse than the McDonald's regular fries. My hands are like sticky. So I come out at the beginning. I'm like, we got to come out. We got to put a dent in these damn wings. And we got to eat 38 freaking chicken wings. So I come out and I get like a few orders of fries. I'm like, we got to do the wings and we got to knock out some of the fries. Dude, I come out blasted. Eat like 15, 20 wings in the first hour. Eat 2 full orders of sweet potato fries. I'm pounding the Pepsi Zeros. We're getting somewhere. Eddie, warrior. Dude. Wow, dude. Team Ed. I think he was the MVP. He came out and did similar, but went even harder on the fries. Like, he knocked down 3 or 4 orders of fries, a little lower in the wings, but felt like we were off to a good start in the first hour. Tate went with a different strategy. Tate came out and just started blasting on the wings. And kind of like I talked about, I mean, I get it. You wanted to put a dent in the wings, but he barely ate any fries. And so he knocks out a lot of wings, and then me and Eddie were off to a good start. But Moody, the 8 orders of fries, unsustainable. I mean, I came out, so I ate the first 2. They were real sticky with the cinnamon. And then I'd eaten like 15 or 20 wings, and I was like, okay, I'm going to be able to get to the freaking 38 wings. I know I can get through the 38 wings. How in God's name, after I ate the first 2 fries, I did okay. The third fry really got really, really tough, and my hands were like, I mean, it was just so honey and all this stuff on them. I got sticky. I knew at the end of the third fry, I was like, there's just no way in hell I'm going to be able to eat 8 orders of fries. So Lucas, before the stream, gets the food, but he was worried about the food not being there on time for the stream. He gets the food like an hour and a half, 2 hours before the stream. So the wings are like kind of cold and the fries are like soggy. I mean, that's tough, man.
Yeah, it is.
That's real tough when you're trying to do the competitive fries. So I'm going as hard as I can. So after 3 orders of the fries, I was like, I got to switch to the McDonald's ones because I couldn't do the sweet ones anymore. I knew I couldn't. Dude, these were like really old fries, just gross. Dude, it was horrible. It was rough. It was so rough trying to get these fries down. I started to resort to all kinds of desperation tactics. I mean, so I was doing I did a thing where I like put all the fries in my hand and then just like crumpled them up and just like it was like a ball of fries. Okay? So to where I'd have to eat like 3 really, really big bites of it to get the whole ball of fries down. I somehow get the 4th ball of fries down, and I got to 20 wings, and so I started pacing myself after that because I had to take a little break. I was filling up. Dude, my stomach, you could just like, dude, it was crazy. So it was like my stomach felt like constipated, but there was nothing like digesting, so I couldn't get rid of anything. And I tried to, I drank some Ghost Energy, shout out sponsor. I tried to drink some Stella Blue coffee, thinking that would help.
That's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, it was getting rough. So my counterparts, dude, Moody, all 3 of us puked. Bad. Just had to. Tate puked early. Tate was getting a lot. The chat was after Tate. The chat was really after Tate last night.
Yeah,
because
people have been after Tate for a while now. They'll get on his ass.
Well, the thing with Tate was he like comes out and blasted all the wings, and he gets to like 40 wings and does his job in the wings. Ate 1 orders of fries. And like, you got to understand with this challenge, I think the fries were like equal to like 5 to 10 wings, maybe even 10 because they were so hard. So people were saying, started calling him One Fry Tate. That's what everybody was saying. It was One Fry Tate. And Eddie, God bless his soul, dude, what an effort. But he was like super annoyed with Tate not eating more fries. And he was giving shit to Tate on there all the time, just like, and Tate kept refusing, well, I ate all these chicken wings. Well, Eddie's like, no shit. Everybody's eating all the wings. So Tate kind of pukes early to try to get like back in it. Takes a little break, tries to walk around. I don't puke for a long, long time. Eddie has to puke after a few hours. But Eddie, so we ended up getting, and then the craziest thing for me, there were a couple of things. All right, we've got a clip that I think is one of the funniest Barstool clips. Oh, I'm okay.
What the fuck was that?
Okay, it's okay.
Do you need a bucket?
I'm okay.
Would it just come out that quickly?
It just was like a dry heave, which is hard to put.
False alarm of a lifetime. Jesus.
Mintzy. You're my fucking brother in arms. This is Undertaker and Kane right here. But you can't fucking do that. And fucking Tate ran away like the worm he is.
I've never seen Tate move that fast.
Is it safe? Absolute fucking worm, dude.
Yeah, nothing came out.
What happened?
It was like a gag.
Oh my god.
Bro, I was doing tricks on it.
That ought to be a really funny clip. So in this clip, Moody, you watched it.
Yeah, yeah.
That was one of the most vicious dry heaves that's ever happened. Like, Judge Conrad, the Honorable Judge Conrad's talking. He's like, oh, it was so funny. He goes, this is turning into an episode of Fear Factor. And this was at like 1:15 in the morning as I'm trying to like munch on my like 31st or 32nd chicken wing. And dude, at that point, Moody, the wings had gotten, like they'd gotten reheated a few times and they were like really crispy and hard. It was horrible.
Yeah, that's
so I took a bite and I had one of the most vicious dry heaves. And the funniest part of that clip was Tate was standing up. Tate looked like he was shot out of a cannon running the other way. I mean, literally, he looks like he's just like shot out of a freaking cannon running the other way. And I scared Conrad. Poor Daddy's like right on my right, scared. And then Eddie's like, we're like Kane and Undertaker. You can't be doing this to me. But like that clip is, I thought that was one of the funniest clips I've seen in a long time. So finally, like they both puked, and then if you got a 1 hour penalty when you puke, and so they had to sit out. And finally at 2 a.m. my stomach hit. Moody, the Will Compton Bathroom Museum is never going to be the same. Back there, I went back there and like I haven't thrown up like this 10 years at least. At least. I mean, I'm talking 5 to 8 full minutes just hurling my freaking just guts out everywhere. Everywhere. Left it all on the line for the stool last night.
To do it again.
Yeah, left it
all. How are you
all
feeling right now?
I felt a hell of a lot better. I feel like it's like the old song always, like the Widespread Panic Up All Night, where I'm like dreaming of heaven, feeling like hell. Mm-hmm. But like, here's the thing. I haven't drank that much soda ever. I drank 11 Pepsi Zeros. So, Moody, I was so hot-wired from all the caffeine leaving the stream that when I got back at like 4 a.m. or 4:30 a.m., I was like wired from all the caffeine. And so I couldn't sleep. But I was like, mind over matter. The show rolls on, We're grateful, and we're going to get up here. We're going to bring a good attitude, and we're going to do the damn thing. And we're going to go, you got to have that energy. We're going to attack the day. We're not going to be bitch about it and sleep around, It's the life we chose, and we're lucky to get to do it. But, okay, so final stats from the stream. All right. I ate 37 chicken wings. I rallied after I had the hour suspension for my throwing up. I had 25 minutes left. I got my last wing down. I got one more soda down to get to 11, and I somehow got another fry down for Tate. Because poor Tate, I mean, he didn't help on the fries, but he did do good on the wing. Actually, Tate did very poorly on the fries and the soda. He ate like 45 wings. So the stream results, we ended up eating 112 wings. We drank the 2.3 gallons of soda because Eddie drank 10 and I drank 11. Tate had like 5. But we finished 11 short on the fries of the 26 fries. We ate 15. Eddie ate 7, I ate 5, and Tate ended up on 3. And so I offered, trying to be a generous guy, because Tate, the punishment for the stream was Tate had to do as many miles as what we missed out on. So Tate had to do freaking 11 miles on the treadmill. 3:30 a.m. after doing that all night. Ooh. And I volunteered. I was like, because after I puked, I felt better. Like, I felt terrible before I puked. But after I puked, I was like, dude, let me run 5 miles and help you at this. Like, trying to be a team player, I was trying to help. I offered to run 5 miles, and the chat says, no, Tate has to run them all. 11? So Tate...
Yeah, that's good. That's tough.
Dude, I think he got done an hour ago. Tate does 11 freaking miles on the treadmill. And I got to say, I mean, I respect Tate, but I respected more after that, man. Tate puked a second time at like the very end of the stream at like 2:20. So he pukes a second time, ate 40-something wings. Granted, he only ate 3 orders of fries and like 5 sodas, and has to get up and walk 11 freaking miles. Dude, like, I know about the distance stuff from the running and walking. Dude, 11 freaking miles? That's all, like, half marathon's 13.1. That's a serious
all that shit in your stomach too, bro. That's insane. Like that's
dude,
that's very commendable.
And no sleep. This is at 4 a.m. And he got up and he did it, man. They wouldn't because like I said, I volunteered to do 5 miles, trying to be a freaking team player. Plus, honestly, I kind of wanted to flex and like run 5 miles after that to like just show I can do it, you know. But Tate did the 11 miles, completed the Fat Man Challenge, and I don't feel thin this morning, Moody. I didn't check the scale, but I feel like I didn't want to. I was terrified of it. But the fries were the hardest part, though, dude. The fries were freaking crazy. But shout out to the Stoolies. We had an awesome turnout last night on the stream. They were giving Tate so much shit all night. They're just all kinds of funny things. Dude, these Michigan fans won't stop with Tate. Just like 13 to 10.
They're relentless.
13 to 10 super chats. But I think Eddie won the MVP. Okay, so Eddie's final stat line was like 30 wings, 7 fries, and 10 sodas. And I was 37 wings, 5 fries, and 11 sodas. But I think Eddie, I'll be honest, the difference between 5 and 7 fries is more than the difference between the 7 wings. Like, the fries were just murder. Dude, so Tate even resorts to later in the stream, he's trying to do anything. He puts the fries in a blender and, like, blends them into sawdust with water and tries to, like, drink them. And it didn't work.
That's a terrible idea. No, that's an awful idea. That sounds absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, the thought was like, well, put a bunch of the fries in sawdust and like water and just try to chug it. Didn't work.
No,
it was desperate. But shout out, like I said, to the Stoolies. You know, like I said, this is the life we chose, Moody. It's a tough life. Sometimes, well, I don't want to say it's a tough life, but
you make it tougher than it is.
No, I'd make it way tougher than it is. Yeah. But we went all out. We gave it our freaking best effort. I thought the effort, you know, like I said, I wish I could have eaten more fries, I guess. But, man, I'm telling you, it was very hard to get 5 down. I thought that was good. I think looking back on the stream idea, and it was based off the Iron Man thing, the 26 orders of – they did medium fries. I guess they should have done small. But just the fries getting cold was the problem, dude. They were like – and then when you, like, reheat them, there's just grease coming off everywhere. It was crazy. But I'm alive.
That sounds terrible.
Dude, it was so rough.
Is the most impressive part the fact that Tate ran the 11 miles after?
Yeah, he walked them, but yeah, I think that was the most impressive part. But dude, I think Eddie coming out, like I said, his effort on the fries I thought was extremely commendable. But there were all kinds of hilarious moments on the stream. I thought it was really just, I mean, classic Barstool. But me, that dry heave I thought that was an all-timer.
Pretty legendary. The people are curious, what do you think Jinx is thinking right now? And is there any way they can get a live weigh-in? I don't think you have a scale, huh?
I'll bring a scale for tomorrow.
Okay, let's do it.
I'll bring a scale for tomorrow. Ooh, actually, I think we do have one. We do have one. I got to walk to go get it and come right back. Do you want me to? Do they want the live weigh-in? I'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be back I'll be back really fast. I'm just going to run to get it. Okay. The people want a live weigh-in. They're getting a live weigh-in.
People want a live weigh-in. Yep.
People want a live weigh-in. We're going to give it to them, even though I'm terrified. I'll be back in like 1 minute.
All right, I'll answer some of these other questions. I see y'all up here asking if I hit the wake and bake on them. No, I did not hit the wake and bake. I may have something called the Wangovers, though. You ever I'll tell you, last night, I could have easily eaten more wings and fries than any of them with the planet that I was on. All right, so that's all I'll say. I'll leave it at that. How long do y'all think it'll actually take him to go end up getting this scale? Well, let's take a guess. I want your guesses. What do y'all think Mintz is going to weigh in at? I'll give my guess last because I have a general idea of what he was at recently. Because Mintz will call me and tell me about once a week what he weighs in at, by the way. It's like his weekly check-in where he has to call everybody and tell them what he weighed in at that week. I think he probably calls 20 to 30 people just to let them know what he weighs, by the way. Over under 1 minute 45 seconds. I'm probably going over, to be honest with you guys. What's up, boys? Okay. That's under minute 45.
That was what?
Under a minute 45. Pretty good time right there.
Okay. All right. I got the scale out. I got to start stripping clothes off me. I know I don't want to give anybody cheap thrills in the morning, but all right. I got to take my shoes off and I'm not going to take my jeans off. I think that would be a little out of control.
Yeah,
but I think I'm going to be a little bigger. This is all right. So to give a little preface for the weigh-in, and then I'll get into the jinx stuff after the weigh-in. To give a little preface for the weigh-in, Moody, I weighed in at 242.6 on Monday morning to start the week. Let's do it. Chat. Feel free to chime in. Over under here. Dude, I'm guessing 246. I think I'm going to be up a full 3. And plus, I got jeans on. This might be 247. Like, I think this is going to be bad. I think this is going to be
say 249 was going to be my number.
All right. Maybe. I got jeans on.
They're curious how tall you are. What are you, like 5'11"?
All right.
He can't hear me. I think he's like 5'11".
You said 249?
No, yeah, I said 249. We got some 254s. Some people saying 293.
Well, I like the under on 293.
268, 248 from Arlie. How tall are you? They want to know how tall you are. Like what?
5'10" and a half.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm short, but I'm wide.
Okay.
All right. All right, I'm going to take my sweatshirt off, but I'm going to wear jeans, which is going to definitely get... Dude, this could be 248. All right, we're going to see what we got.
Okay. We can't... It'd be great if he would move the camera down, but I think we're just going to have to take his word for it. Is he taking his pants off? Is he fucking taking his pants off? Thrilling viewpoint that we have here, guys. What you got for us?
The scale has to absolutely be whack because it says 172. And Moody.
Oh, well, that's not right.
No, that is nowhere near right. The scale, this if I weigh 172 pounds, hell, when's the last?
Try it one more time.
All right.
Yeah, let make sure it calibrates.
I got bad news, boys. We got a faulty weight scale.
But you know what? You gave us the effort, so we got a
174.8 on the second weigh-in. Moody, if I weigh 174.8 pounds, hell is frozen over like 50 times. Like the last time I weighed 174.8 pounds, what was I, like 14 years old?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, like I think dude, like I think I was one like it. The last time I weighed that's before I hit puberty. And I hit puberty late. I was a late bloomer. I was probably like 15, 16. It was kind of embarrassing. I was like 5'3" when I started high school. It was tough. I had the big glasses. It was a tough childhood. Well, no.
And you were the statistician. But I feel like that fit being the
I was the nerdy guy with glasses that hit puberty really late and like couldn't get any women. That was me. You know, hopefully times have changed a little bit at 41. But yeah, so I will take when I get home because I'm gonna run home after this.
It may be kilos. I don't think it's kilos. Kilos would.
It says LBs on it because kilo. No, I know, and I don't blame him for saying that. Chat, appreciate y'all interacted. But if I'm 174.8, hell is freaking frozen over. Can't believe that. Just no way.
Yeah.
So, but I did give, like I said, I transparency. I went and got the scale that was out there. I gave it the effort. I will post it updated to the chat. When I go home, I'll get on it and post an updated one. Okay. And then also chat asking questions about the Jinx thing. So Jinx and I were texting the last couple of days. The Jinx was not happy. Jinx was not happy about me having to go through that. I mean, he's like he wasn't gonna come at Tate because he's like it's content and I get it. That's what Barstool is. And I didn't consider saying no. You know, I know I got to do it. But Jinx didn't love it, dude. Jinx was concerned. Jinx And dude, Moody, I ran yesterday. I lifted and I ran 2.25 miles before it, just trying to do everything I could, you know. So I did everything I could, but just there's no denying, dude. I had to gain 4 or 5 pounds, dude. I can just feel it in my stomach.
Sure.
My stomach, like I'm gonna have to spend the whole rest of the week getting it back off. But you know what? Quit bitching, Ben. It's okay. I left it all on the field. I freaking dry heaving, puked my guts out for the stool. I gave it my best damn effort, and that's what matters. And I hope the chat realizes that.
Pretty good reception for you today. They can see that you gave some effort, that you manned up for the team, that you didn't bitch out. Most importantly, when you're doing something like that, you just can't bitch out. You know,
No, I didn't bitch out. I did it all night.
Definitely didn't do that.
No, and shout out Eddie too, because dude, we were feeling really bad. And then at the end, Eddie and I went really hard both to get a last order of fries down at the very end to try to trim, because Tate was looking at 14 miles, and we each got an order of fries down at the end to trim it to 11. And I know 11's insane, but we really, like, I did a wing, a soda, and a fry in my last, 15, 20 minutes. I'll say this. I felt a lot better after puking. A lot better.
Sure.
And here's the thing. I puked a lot. I know I've said that, but whenever I say a lot, more. I mean, I was, face down in the toilet for, 5 to 7 minutes. Danny Conrad was worried about me. I was like, do you ever see the thing sometimes? I mean, I guess where you're seeing stars,
Mm-hmm. Yep, I know exactly.
Dude, I was seeing stars. I mean, dude, I came out, my eyes were bloodshot, my skin was swollen. We left it on the field for the stool. And that's what Stool After Dark's about. Jerry started Jerry After Dark. He sold his soul for the people last year. Tate, a lot to live up to with Jerry, but he gives the effort every week. And, dude, how they do something like that every week is wild. Wild. Yeah. Tate did do one thing wrong, though, Moody. He did the weight loss stream before the Fat Man stream.
Yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you stop.
You got to gain the weight and then lose it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They cut 30 pounds, or him, KB, and Nick did, and then you do the Fat Man stream to gain it back? What's the logic? But he's promising.
That's an Ohio State fan, I guess.
Well, I guess they did things backwards because they lost to Michigan and then they won the title. So maybe he's got a sequential order bad. But shout out Tate, Conrad, and Lucas, and everybody behind the scenes. I mean, looking back on it, shared a lot of memories this morning. I mean, it sucked, but it was fun. I mean, it really was. I have a lot of fun memories. A lot of bonding with Eddie. The chat. Oh, another funny thing. The chat thought I was really lit up the last couple hours because I was delusionally laughing at Eddie when he was trolling Tate because I thought it was so funny. And they were like, Mintz is lit up, bombed, and dude, I didn't do nothing. I didn't hit anything.
I was going to ask you if that was something, if you used any PEDs, because I would consider that PEDs in this case. No
I
PEDs,
didn't. I thought if I did, it would help the appetite, but I just was I'm going to be all paranoid on stream, on camera. I can't do it.
It's true.
I don't know. Just get in my own head. So,
yeah.
But yeah,
been there.
So we left it on the field. We're out here today. I got home. It was 4 a.m. and I was not quite heart pounding, but and I was I'm just going to take a disco nap. I think I fell asleep from 6:15 to 7:30 this morning. Got my ass up, hopped in the shower. We came here. We're giving Wake Up Mintzy the people. We're doing it with good energy. And shout out Roast Beef Ron and Nola, who's a really funny dude who goes on Hold the Mayo show a lot. He sent me a Be Great video today, and it got me inspired for the show. It was we're not going to come out of here just because we're on an hour's sleep and give some bullshit, half-ass effort. We're going to come give it to the people. We're going to bring the energy because we're lucky to work at Barstool Sports, and we're happy to be freaking alive. So there you go, Moody.
I feel like you have showed up and showed out thoroughly. Not just last night, but this morning as well. I'm proud
We're here, baby. No, I thought, the video he sent me helped me, but I was we're not going to come in here, give some bullshit effort. We're not going to do shows Thursday, Friday, and not do Wednesday. We're here to give it to the people, and the people deserve that. And plus, I hope they enjoyed the dry even clip because I thought that clip was just literally, one of the funniest I've ever seen.
They were asking what happened to sleeping in the office because you said you were just going to sleep in the office. You decided you needed to go home.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'll tell you what really happened. I left my shower stuff The office has a shower, but I didn't think that I needed to bring my body wash and towel. And after I puked, I was like, I have to shower.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna have to shower. And I didn't have a toothbrush, any of that stuff. And like, dude, my breath. I was like, I have to get a shower. So I took like an hour and 15-minute disco nap. I got in the shower and I brought my happy ass up here to bring Wake Up Mintzy to the people. And that's what we did. We're here. Shout out to Ohio State. He got it done, dude. 11 miles, man.
That's impressive.
11 miles. And, dude, it was funny. I was trying to help Tate. I was like, Tate, I'm going to load up this playlist to, like, my favorite, most raging panic show ever. This is going to save you on the stream. And I don't think you listened to it. But I was trying to help him.
Widespread panic doesn't quite get everyone going the way that it does you.
He should have.
It's not quite as provocative.
He would have given it a shot. I gave him a real serious New Orleans show from 2010 with Dr. John.
What did you think of the Hooters girls, says Misty?
Oh, yeah. Got to give a shout out to Hannah and Annika. I can't believe I hadn't already. They were great. And, dude, the thing about the Hooters girls, they stayed till like 1 a.m. And they were coming out, taking our orders, delivering our wings and food, added a lot to the stream. Look, I think the world of both Hannah and Annika just in general. I think they've, I sit by them up on the second floor, and I think they're both, they bring good attitudes every day. They're funny, really good content, and they were awesome, great additions on the stream. And great team players, just dressing up, rocking the Hooters tops.
Hell yeah.
They're selling out for the stool, You got to respect that effort. But, so now, I get through with one big challenge, Moody. Survived it. And now we got to look ahead to next Tuesday because the Mintzy vs. Clemmer Pro Day Part 2 is coming. And TJ,
how you feel about that?
I don't know what to think. So it's 21 challenges. Only thing I've heard is there are 4 left from last year. There's only 4 that are running over. I don't know what they're going to be. My thought is they have to run back to grilled cheese after what happened last year. I feel like they have to. After I butchered that grilled cheese, it was just a nightmare.
Have you tried to make a grilled cheese since then?
No, but I'm going to practice this weekend. I'm going to have to do it. Man, I probably need to do it. I think I need to do a video practicing my grilled cheese.
It's a pretty good idea.
But here's what's concerning. TJ posted on the Yak social media feed they were looking for a baby to use for the Mintzy vs. Clemmer challenge. That makes me think changing diapers.
Yeah, either changing diapers or like just having them in a scooter, whatever the hell it's called, a buggy. Like, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, me and Clemmer changing diapers would really be something.
I don't know if you can like have the camera on that and everything though. You know what I mean? I think that's.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could be wrong. I could totally be wrong.
I don't know, but the baby thing I saw the other day. And I was concerned. I mean, I guess I've held a lot of babies, just my nephews and niece. And
I was about to ask, what is your like maximum engagement with babies? I guess.
I mean, I've never changed a diaper. I know how to hold them the right way to support their head. You got to support.
Yeah. Have you ever burped a baby?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
So, but I don't know what the hell's coming with the baby thing. But that's next Tuesday. Last year, that Pro Day, I got to win this one too. Clemmer got me 11-9 last year. I got to get revenge, and we're gonna have to get Clemmer on to hype it up. And man, so that's the next big one. Some other Barstool stuff. I want to mention Big Cat and everybody went to the combine, NFL combine going on in Indy this week. Big Cat, they interviewed Ben Johnson, new Bears coach. Lions OC, going to be out tomorrow. What you laughing at?
Everybody's just like, nobody's going to let Clemmer and Mintzy change their baby's diaper. Like, that's not happening.
That's totally fair. But I didn't know what else would they be asking on the baby.
I think it's as likely they'll be throwing you a baby as they will be having you change a baby's diaper. Like, I think
I don't know. I was just thinking the baby thing. Like, I was like worried that I thought it might be a baby's diaper.
I don't know. I think they might make you like burp one or something. I think that's definitely in play.
Okay. But I mean, who knows what these sick minds got? I mean, dude, last year we're doing bench presses, we're making grilled cheeses. I freaking almost broke like a $15,000 Barstool camera diving for something. I mean, literally anything's in play. So we're going to come in with a good attitude next Tuesday, and we're going to bring the freaking heat to this pro day, boys. It's an important thing, the Yak Pro Day. I got to show out for Big Cat and everyone. I'm back here to redeem my tainted name at Barstool Sports.
Do you have some words for Clemmer?
Clemmer, I'm coming for your scrawny ass this year. Last year, you beat me 11-9, and I will have my vengeance and my satisfaction. I don't know if, like, training is a thing for the Yak Pro Day, because who knows? But I feel really good right now. Like, overall, this is the best I've felt since I ran the St. Jude half marathon in 2023, 14 months ago. This is the best I've felt. Shout out Jinx. I know he's upset as hell about the competition from last night, but Jinx has been a good influence, and we're going hard, dude. We're going hard. Moody, it's time to turn it up. No more of this bullshit. We're getting out. We're doing it. I'm on, like, today's Wednesday. I've exercised 15 of the last 16 days. It's like the best I've ever done.
Pretty damn
Feel
good, my man.
Yeah, I feel good. I don't know. I mean, I could tell my gut after last night. It's here. I mean, it's not gone. It is what it is. I think my chin's getting a little better, though.
You do look a little bit better.
Yeah, I think I do.
I feel like you slimmed up a little bit. I feel like what you're losing, I'm gaining right now. But
which is hard to believe, Mitty, because I've known you for 10 years now, and you've always been a rail.
Yeah, I'll be able to knock it off. I just gotta do it. I've been lazy, but it'll come off of me pretty easily.
Yeah, no, I think it will, but I believe it. But like, it's starting to show. But like, what truthfully happened was I gained a decent amount of weight Thanksgiving, Christmas, and holidays. And so I've like lost all that back and then a little bit. So I know I've lost it, but like I probably look similar to how I did most of last year until late November when I started gaining weight, if that makes sense.
I think you've, since we started Wake Up Mintzy, though, you have done this up and
That's
down
all I ever
so
do.
much. I think you maybe have lost like 4 or 5 pounds since the beginning of Wake Up Mintzy.
No, yeah, the beginning was 2023, and I did lose a good bit of weight in 2023. That was the second act stuff, like, because I lost like a lot that year. But hey, you know what? I feel good, and that's what matters.
That's all that matters. Yeah,
I feel good, and it's going to be a great freaking year, boys. It's bounced back. And you know, Moody, the sun came up after I didn't go to New Orleans and ride in Crew Fred the other day. You know, I hated to miss it, but life goes on. This is the first Mardi Gras I've sat out in God knows how long. I mean, I know they were there.
FOMO?
Little bit, but like I feel like there's a vibe, dude. I'm 41 freaking years old now. You know, I've done it so many times. I mean, I've done it like 15 times. So yeah, I missed it, but it's going to be there next year. And I love the Crew Frat for inviting me, and we'll be back. You know, that was last weekend. The big Mardi Gras weekend's this weekend. Got kind of a fun Fat Tuesday thing I think I'm going to go to in Chicago. Anna Mays has like a brass band and a Fat Tuesday party, which I think will sound really fun after the Mintzy vs. Clemmer Pro Day.
We had a question the other day. People were asking about hogs for the calls.
It's
April
4th and 5th. It's Final Four weekend. I think
we just hadn't heard you doing any promotion for hogs for the calls. You know, do you not?
They kept saying on the strat, dude. Last night, by the way, these sick minds in the chat kept saying that I needed to show my hog for the cause. Dude, I had like 9 people ask me to show my dick last night on the chat. I was like Danny Conrad said, he's like, I went in saying the over-under was 3.5, and it just got smashed. Like, there's a clip out of saying, was I like horny or did I have like a boner during the thing? And I'm like, guys, there's nothing that like turns me on sexually less than eating chicken wings with the boys. No. That's not an issue here. No.
Is that a wing, or are you just happy to see me?
Oh man, what a time! But the Barstool content, dude, never know. Never freaking know. Couple other things. You've been following any of this college hoops or baseball? You see the big sports thing last night was Luka played against the Mavericks for the first time.
I did see that. I've been watching a little more NBA than I have been. I've been doing the first basket bets still. So like I watched the beginning of a game and I turn it off. The dude I've been tailing is pretty damn good. Yeah, he's been popping off. So he had like a 50-1 2 days ago. So
it's like what do you do? Like two or three piece and parlays, like for different games.
Two legs, 58-1. So I mean, like I'm doing thing is, I make like 5 or 6 of those bets. If one of them hits every couple days, you're making money. I'm doing like $5-10 on them, nothing serious. But still, it's been fun. So I'm watching NBA games until the first basket is made, and then
So you watch 30 seconds or sometimes 5 seconds.
Yeah, but I did watch the Mavs and Luka. Luka triple-double, by the way. I mean, just had a phenomenal all-around game. He is settling into his role in LA. First couple games looked a little out of sorts. He's starting to settle in. I think him and LeBron are starting to get it together. The Lakers as a team with Austin Reeves, and they're pretty good. They're going to be a force down the stretch. I hate to say that. I wish it wasn't the case. Luka leaving the Mavs. I hate to see it. But damn, the Lakers, they look pretty good right now.
They're like 15-1 to win the title right now. Is that worth the flyer if LeBron and Luka get hot in the playoffs? I mean, just to have some action?
It's a great flyer. I still think the Nuggets, like from everything that I've seen, the Nuggets are going to be a really tough out. And I don't think they're built to beat the Nuggets. But, I mean, as far as a flyer is concerned, I don't think you could do much better than that.
Yeah, so I looked up the odds, and as always, we're on DraftKings, our partners who we love dearly. The Thunder and Celtics are both plus 220 to win the title. And I get why Boston's that big a favorite. They just won it, and they're dominating the East, and it's like hard to imagine them not making the finals. But the Thunder, I know, have the best record in the West, but they were the 1 seed last year, and the Mavericks got them in 6 games in the second round. Like I mean, I know they're really great. I'm not saying they're not, but they're also young. I don't know if the Thunder should be plus 220, even with their record. Like I think that's. I feel like I would say the Celtics should have better odds to win, especially because the path to the East is easier.
Couldn't agree more. The path is easier. You still have to deal with Denver in the West, who I still think is a tough ass out when the playoffs come around. Obviously, SGA and what he's doing at Oklahoma City has been impressive, but I don't know, man. I think obviously Boston should be the favorite. Oklahoma City number 2, Denver number 3 is the way I'd rank them.
All right. Some college hoop stuff. Alabama last night opened up one of the biggest can of whoop asses ever. They beat Mississippi State 103-73, and State's good, Moody. State's like top 20 good. But Bama had that tough stretch. They lost at home to number 1 Auburn, and they got beat by double digits in Missouri last week. But they bounced back, beat Kentucky by 12, beat State by 30. So got to give Nate Oates and those guys, some credit. The Ole Miss at Auburn tonight, number 1 team in the country. Auburn's a 13.5-point favorite on DraftKings. I don't think Ole Miss can win at Auburn, but I hope they fight and make it interesting. Ole Miss struggled a little bit last couple games. Home lost to Mississippi State and lost at Vandy on Saturday. Also, we got to give a shout-out to our boy from Wake Up Mintzy, great fan and friend, Will Wade. Wraps up the Southland for the 2nd straight year. Undefeated. Has not lost a conference game in the Southland in 2 freaking years. He's already clinched the league title. He's going to be the 1 seed in the conference tournament, which is in Lake Charles. Would love to see McNeese State back in the NCAA tournament. Think it's going to happen. So I wore my Will Wade shirt yesterday. Sent him a text. He was pumped up about it. Going to be interesting to see. The Will Wade offseason coming is going to be interesting too, because I feel like anybody that's got openings in college basketball has got to be looking. He's done 2 years at McNeese. I think he's out of the purgatory from whatever happened at the end of the LSU era. Misunderstandings, of course. Pre-NIL era. Somebody's about to snatch him up. And, man, he's the first guy I'm hiring on this market. He's made for the NIL era. He gets guys to the league. He recruits. He knows the portal. I'm looking at some of this. I don't know if, Indiana's a big job opening. That would be fascinating if he went there. I think both Texas and South Carolina might be looking at the SEC too. I don't know. The far-fetched dream of him going back to LSU, I don't know that that's possible. God, that would be wild, though.
That is admitting so much, fault if you're LSU to bring him back. I don't know. I just don't see him ending back up in Baton Rouge. I don't think
it's a different AD now, too.
Yeah.
But shout out to Will Wade getting it done. And then also, it's early, but following the college baseball, we got an interview up with Ole Miss infielder Luke Hill. Shout out, that was fun. I promise, we're gonna interview non-Ole Miss people next. We're not just interviewing Ole Miss people. Shout out Peyton Chatinier, though. I think Peyton's doing a good job. Enjoying seeing him help us with media and the college baseball. I think he's knowledgeable. I think he's good. Yeah, some stuff from yesterday. Some midweek games. Midweek college baseball stuff's fun, dude. Ole Miss and Southern Miss played. Ole Miss is back in the top 25 already. Beat Southern Miss 15-8. I believe Ole Miss now 7-1. Yep. Reb comeback. Yeah, man. Reb comeback, cooking. Excited about that. A&M was like number 1. I think they're going through a bad stretch, Moody. They lost our All-American third baseman, Gavin Graholic. Lost Texas State at home 7-3. They're 2-2 in their last 4. So the bats just hadn't woken up for them. And you see that a lot in baseball, college baseball, when it's cold.
It's early.
But, A&M has this, like, vaunted lineup, and they're not really scoring runs. There's a LSU, very interesting game tonight. LSU's playing at the Ranger Stadium tonight, playing Dallas Baptist, who's always really good.
Dallas Baptist is always good. That'll be a competitive game. I wouldn't be.
Oh, yeah.
Dallas Baptist won.
No, I wouldn't either. Dallas Baptist is always like top 25, very good. They take advantage, it's interesting, but very smart of them to take advantage of like the private school Texas thing. They're not a big school, but they just put all their resources to their baseball program. And here's a fun fact. SMU doesn't have a baseball program. Do you know that? Moody, SMU?
Know that. No, I really
SMU is big into soccer. They have like a soccer club instead. But like it's great they like soccer. I'm not saying that. But, like, you're a private school in Highland Park with all the Texas baseball players right there. That could be like a top 5 program with all their NIL money if they wanted to be good at baseball. It's crazy. It's crazy to me, all that Texas baseball talent.
And there's just so much money to go around, too. Dallas Baptist plus 154 tonight. Any chance that you would you'd feel good pulling the trigger on that?
I might pull the trigger on it, man. Plus 154 is a lot. LSU's got deep pitching staff, but this is also midweek. So LSU's not throwing midweek games. Man, one of my theories, and I've been posting my college baseball picks, I'm like slightly over 500. I hadn't been awful, hadn't been great. But midweek, this is one of my theories. These really good G5 teams, when they get to play Power 5 teams, I'm not saying it's like a Super Bowl level game for them, but it's like the opportunities for them. Dallas Baptist is in Conference USA. Beating LSU, getting that win means everything to them. I mean, LSU's going to care. I'm not saying they're not, but the game means so much more to Dallas Baptist. And yesterday I bet on Troy, who's top 25 in Mississippi State, won that. And like we saw another Campbell upset Duke yesterday. But you see that these midweek, that always happens in college baseball where like the good G5, not all the G5 teams, just the good ones, beat the Power 5 teams all the time. And you get good plus underdog money line values. It's always something I'm looking for. I took a shot with Stetson plus 230 against Florida, and they were up 1-0 in like the 5th or 6th, but they ended up losing like 6-1, so I was wrong. But
well, that's one of the things that happens a lot with those teams. Their bullpens aren't good enough to hold up, and sometimes they'll give it away. So that's definitely something to keep in mind as well.
Yeah, but college baseball, college basketball, everything on DraftKings. We love it. Also, NFL Combine going on. Do you watch the Underwear Olympics at all? I don't really.
I will check the stats from it. I'm not going to watch it, but I am concerned and interested to see what people put out. But I'm not going to sit there and watch it now.
Okay. Well, I'm just curious to see how Jackson Dart's weeks goes because that's a big thing. Is can he end up as a top? Moody, it's so crazy. People thought 4th or 5th round pick, the scouts and stuff I talked to all year, and now he might end up in the top 10. What are odds?
Yeah. No, I mean he's had a hell of a run after the season has ended.
Yeah, the bowl game against Duke and the Senior Bowl. And then also just the quarterback draft looking a little weak. But he's been linked to the Jets, Raiders, and Giants. My money's kind of on the Raiders. Pete Carroll now coaching the Raiders. Lane Kiffin was Pete Carroll's OC. Jackson Dart, was at USC before he went to Ole Miss. I feel like there's like an out west vibe for him. I can see it.
Yeah, I think that actually makes a ton of sense. Obviously, they need a quarterback. I could see it. I really could.
Yeah. Do you think?
What do you think? You have Cam over Shador for sure? In your mind?
I do. Where are you on Shador? I'm not as big on him.
Whenever I watch Cam and Shador throw the ball together in these workouts that they've been doing, the ball just, it flies out of Cam Ward's hands. And then he kind of like punks him. They're like talking shit to each other while they're going through drills. And you can just tell that the competitive edge is on Cam's side. And I don't know. I get this feeling when I'm watching both of them play that Shador is much more likely to bust. I'm not saying for sure that he will.
Well, a lot of it has to do with the situation.
Much more likely to bust.
Well, my thing with Cam Ward is this. That Miami team last year went 10-2. That was like a 7-win football team. Like you think of the U, that wasn't them. They sucked on defense. They were slow. He had to outscore teams 45-41 every week. And that was a team where you could make a legitimate argument if Cam Ward wasn't on that team, they'd be like 6-6 or 5-7.
Oh, yeah.
And to win 10 games with that team, and He had Restrepo in the slot, who's going to be NFL like third or fourth rounder. He had a pretty good running back in the Oregon State transfer, Martinez. But it wasn't like he was like loaded with talent. I thought he pulled everything he could out of him. My one knock on Cam Ward, I feel like he turns the ball over too much. Like first half.
He's a gunslinger.
Yeah, he reminds me of Kyler Murray a lot with his release.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not as fast. I mean, he's definitely not as fast as Kyler Murray. But kind of
he's got an incredibly strong arm though. That's the one thing that sticks out to me with Cam. He's comfortable in the pocket. If he can get on a team that has a decent offensive line, and that's always a problem whenever you're drafting these guys with the first, second, or third pick, because you're not usually a complete team. But like if Cam Ward can ever get an offensive line around him and give him time to survey the field and show off that rocket arm, I believe he's going to be very good. I just don't know how great he'll be if he's going to be under constant pressure. I'm curious.
Last one. What's going to happen with Aaron Rodgers?
Pittsburgh, maybe?
I think Pittsburgh. I was calling for it a while ago.
Yeah,
him and Tomlin. He likes Tomlin. Well, yeah, he's got, if he's trying to play one more year, he's got to go somewhere that he thinks can make the playoffs and compete. You look at Pittsburgh, They got the great defense. Tomlin wins every year. I mean, I think that's the fit. I really do. So that's my guess too. Well, hell yeah, man. I think we came in here with some energy. I think an hour's sleep. We don't care. We're coming in here. We're doing the damn thing. We're turning it up. I appreciate everybody watching Still After Dark. Thanks to the chat. And I'm going to enjoy seeing 174 pounds on this scale. What a whack scale, Moody.
Yeah,
if I'm 174 pounds, the cows are coming home officially. We're back tomorrow on Wake Up Mintzy. Let's go have a day, boys. Let's drink some Stella Blue. Shout out Dude Wipes, Walmart, Amazon, Target, all over the World Wide Web. One use of Dude Wipes will change your life. We certainly needed them last night, Still After Dark. Let's have a day, boys.
This is turning into Fear Factor now.
I'm okay.
What the fuck? What's that?
No, it's okay.
Do you need a bucket?
I'm okay.
Would it just come out that quickly?
It just was like a dry heave, which is hard.
False alarm of a lifetime. Jesus.
Mintzy. You're my fucking brother in arms. This is Undertaker and Kane right here. But you can't fucking do that. And fucking Tate ran away like the worm he is.
I've never seen Tate move that fast.
Is it safe?
Absolute fucking worm, dude.
Yeah, nothing came out.
What happened?
It was like a gag.
Oh my god. Bro, I was doing tricks on it.
That ought to be a really funny clip.